reset for a little bit. So if you're enjoying, I'll enjoy making them. Anyway, let's put this to the side and deal out game number 1. And it's really tough to beat some corn nuts in my opinion. A nice crunch, good saltiness, just underrated snack. An underrated snack for sure. Alright, let's open them up. Let's get all of them out there. Excellent. And let's start. We'll try going like 3 at a time. Growing up, I was never really a fan of barbecue flavored snacks. But honestly, they've grown on me. And I've grown to appreciate this smoky taste with a sweet and savory note to it. Kinda weird, but really enjoyable. And actually, that begs the question, is barbecue popular outside of the United States? I know there are different forms of grilling meat, but is it to the extent of like Texas barbecue? Now I understand that probably sounds very stupid, but honestly, I don't know. And I'm sure some of us don't know as well. So if you know or have the experience of another country, please share your experiences with us. As despite the rough start, we're coming around to have a decent first game of the night. Let's go for some more crunch. I just thought of a game too. Try counting along how many corn nuts I eat before you fall asleep. And if you make it to the end, what number did you get? Why not have a little side quest while we're trying to fall asleep? There we go, that makes it much better for us. Those used to be my snack as a kid. They were cheap, pretty easy to find, and tasty. And I believe texture is a great part of the enjoyment of food, and these do not fall short at all in that category. Alright, last chance for this game. Thankfully, somewhere for that queen. And jack. Ooh, I guess that works. But now we're in a little bit of a situation. Can we come out on top? It looks like that we just might. Alright, so one more time. Now we're for that 10. Let's see how far we can build. Alright, moment of truth. Did we win our first game of the night? And you know what, my friend? We just won our first game. What a start to this snacks and solitaire journey. Or I should say episode. We've been doing this for a bit. Here we go. All of these spades in order ace to king, along with all of the clubs. Let's get our victory shuffle. Hearts. And diamonds. Let's see if we recover. And it's a very chunky finish, but we have a little recovery. Not bad. I think we have done corn nuts for one of our snacks before, but I'm pretty sure it was ranch. And if I remember one of the comments correctly, one of you said that there was Mexican street corn, flavored corn nuts. Now that just sounds weird, but I am kind of interested, so maybe we could have that later. Anyway, let's get ready for our second game of the night. Let's give it one more shuffle. A couple more corn nuts. promising looking start to this one. Maybe we have a special one tonight. Alright, not as promising, but still not too bad. Oh, I just realized. Let's actually wait and see if we get a black king instead of a red, since it would increase our chances of winning pretty drastically, as we have all four aces. And now we don't have to be as picky with our king selection. There we go. Just what we needed. Now only if we can move this 7 out of the way, we have a really good shot at going back to back. Our third play right there. My friend, it looks like we have ourselves a very promising start to our night. It might be a very special one if we keep this pace up. And all we need now is a black 8 to really make things look even better. We do not have that black 8 on hand, unfortunately. And with that, I think that's the end of this game, as there's nowhere for that 3, 4, and unfortunately 10. So a good game, but just a bit short from going back to back. So what is in store for our next 3 is the question. So let's check out the cards. Pop in some nuts and shuffle up our cards. Something with how they make the corn nut really gives it a satisfying, smoky flavor, and that's true with all of them. I'm not sure if they fry or roast them, but it tastes like it has a nice little char at the end. Not all of them, but some of them. Very enjoyable experience, to where you can have the same snack, have 2 of the same snack, but have 2 different experiences. Number 3. Come to think of it, kind of like Solitaire, we can have 2 games with the same results, but they can feel completely different. Alright, another promising looking start. Some more nuts, and let's get going. Alright. I'm honestly a little worried about this one, because we need quite a bit to make things comfortable for some longevity. That's better. But that 10 is a worry. And my dumb butt did not see that play initially. And we have ourselves a fat stack to our left. And speaking of fat stacks, nuts. I wonder how many of you will get it right who reach the end with how many nuts were consumed in this video. Because some of them have been a little bit deceptive. Fat stack number 2. And I think with the lack of red aces, we may have just kissed our chances goodbye in this one. 5, 6, and that is our third play. Alright, double check. Now we're for that. Oh, wait a second. Now wait a darn second. Come on, ace of diamonds or jack of diamonds or hearts. Wow. You know what though? Still a very good game. I don't think we have enough to win it. Guys, there's nowhere for that 4. And without these 2 aces hiding there, we cannot build any more than that. But what a start to our night. Couple fat stacks in this one, a win to start things off. Can we keep it up? So back in elementary school, they would have a snack bar. And the snack bar didn't sell chips because they thought that was too unhealthy for kids. But boy, would they load up on the candy, freeze, pops, corn nuts, chocolate chip cookies, so everything worse than chips they would sell. I was never a sweets kid growing up. So, corn nuts cost about 25 cents. And I would get myself 12 bags of corn nuts for myself and my friends. Either go back to class, enjoy the evening recess, if it was one of those types of Fridays. And I believe the flavors were ranch, barbecue, and picante. Sometimes. And it was always fun mixing them all together, making a little mix of corn nuts. And surprisingly, actually not so surprisingly, corn nuts and popcorn work pretty well together, because sometimes they would sell that too. What was your go-to snack as a kid at the snack bar? Mine was corn nuts and sunflower seeds. Alright, so game 4 is looking pretty decent to start. In search of some aces, but beyond that, pretty good at the moment. Now we have quite a few doubles to work with. Well, after that decent start, it looks like we could not add another play, as there's nowhere for that queen. Queen. 10. 6. 4. And lastly, 8. So final game of the night coming up. How will we cap things off in this one? Only one way to find out. As we had, okay, that's why we lost. Quadruple jacks amongst double aces, kings. Make that triple aces. Yikes. Let's give it 5 total shuffles. 3. 4. And 5. Good start. We like to see it. Even better. Couple more seriously, if you've never had corn nuts before, do yourself a favor and try them out, especially if you like the crunch of a good snack. There's something about the sweet spot it hits with your teeth. Kind of like the feeling of, this is gonna be bad, hitting a baseball on the sweet spot, swishing a basketball, or getting the ball when kicking a soccer ball on its sweet spot, but for your teeth. I don't know why, but it's good and satisfying. I wonder if there's anything primal about that, come to think of it. I don't know. Anyway, this game's looking a little bit bleak at the moment, so let's see if this final round can yield anything. And it does. My goodness. So many kings. I don't know. I think we might be done now. As there's nowhere for that 10, 4, 9, and lastly 6. No plays left on the field. So we started pretty much on the perfect note, and from there slowly descended, but still a pleasant descent, like a soft bump on a roller coaster. And with that, my friend, that is it for our night of snacks and solitaire.